Hello everyone and welcome to another boss guide. The 4 horsemen are on the chopping block and check it out. Firstly, I would like to say that there are several raid strategies and the one you will see in this video I personally find to be the best mix between speed and safety. In total there are 4 bosses that you have to defeat. All 4 of them have to die for the encounter to end. The 2 in the front, Thane and Baron, can be moved and tanked anywhere, while Sir Zeliek and Lady Blameau will run to their fixed positions in the back once combat starts. You will want to stack your raid and nuke Thane and Baron at the same time. It is important that you have both shadow resistance and fire resistance aura, since they will be doing that type of damage. Thane will be casting fire meteors on the raid, while Baron deals extra shadow damage to the tank. Make sure that your raid remains stacked, since meteors damage is shared between the raid members. For this method you can use a single tank or 2 tanks for both bosses. It is entirely up to you and depends if the tank can handle threat on 2 targets at the same time. The general idea is to pop Bloodlust and all offensive cooldowns and nuke as hard as possible. The reason why you stack them is because you want to use cleave, splash and effective AoE damage as much as possible to increase your raid's DPS and melt the 2 targets in front of you. Be sure to use Paladin's Aura Mastery when Thane casts Meteors and Divine Sacrifice when marks start to get high. As the majority of your raid is dealing with Thane and Baron, you will have a couple of soakers in the back dealing with Lady Blameau and Sir Zeliek. Typically, you will send a durable DPS or a tank with a healer for each boss. Holy Paladins are extremely effective for this. For example, you would assign a Blood Death Knight with a healer onto Sir Zeliek and a Feral Druid with a different healer on Lady Blameau. Every 3 stacks of marks that they will receive, both soaker groups will swap places. They will continue to do this until your raid has killed Thane and Baron, at which point you will want to split your raid. After you are done melting first 2 bosses, send half of your melee and range to Sir Zeliek and the other half to Lady Blameau. When DPSing Sir Zeliek, all the casters in range will have to spread, because Holy Bolt will delete them if they are stacked. It is a chain lightning ability that deals more damage with more targets it hits, so spreading at least 10 yards is mandatory. You also do not want more than 3 to 4 melee there, since they might get one-shot. As for Lady Blameau, as long as you don't stand in the black pools on the floor, you are good. Overall, the second part of this fight is usually easy, and most of the hard work is in dealing with Thane and Baron. If you manage to smash those 2 with cooldowns, you will be good to go. Remember, your soaker groups need to swap every 3 stacks of the mark debuff, and use your cooldowns both offensively and defensively when nuking the first 2 bosses. Additional tips would be, use all misdirects and tricks of trade on your tank early to ensure that threat sticks. You don't want to randomly lose DPS due to over aggro. As for healers, any combination of 2 healers will be enough for the first 2 bosses. While AoE damage taken will increase with time, it's not constant and is manageable, so there's plenty of time to top off the raid. Lastly, if you're struggling with damage early on, make sure that you're using all the consumes and have buffs and debuffs handled. Stacking Sunder Armor early while potting the whole raid can have drastic difference in terms of performance. I wish you good luck with this boss, and do me a favor and smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more Wrath content and catch me live if you wanna see me yell at incompetent raiders. Link is in the description of the video. And on that note, roll the outro.